Hello and welcome down onto the tech desk, and in today's video I've got an accessory for the Nintendo Switch, the kind of accessory I built this channel on. Now, to give you a bit of kind of like background, I get hold of a lot of Switch grips and cases. I mean a lot, and all of them are, let's be honest, bang average, and they don't make the channel, so they kind of get put to one side. This one has made the channel because it's a little bit different, and you can probably see why. So this is from KiwiHome. If you're going to have a look, I'll leave links down below. And I've been using this now for quite a while. I think about 2 months I've been using this on, and it's a grip for the Switch if you're using the regular Joy-Cons. So if you're using the kind of like the big, thicker Joy-Cons, it obviously won't work with this. So you need to, if you're a fan of using the original official Joy-Cons, then this is for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go over it, and then we're going to put it in, and I'm going to show you the couple of special features, which is pretty obvious, but there might be a couple that might not be as obvious. So let's talk about that then. So, like I said, I've been using this for a couple of months now, and I would have thought this would have been a lot more scratched than it is. It's kind of got that material, but no, it's held up the test of time quite nicely. It's kind of like a rubbery feel all the way over here, and there's some stiffer plasticky bits here. So these see-through bits here, so around here or around here, are like a harder material, and now that is great because a lot of the grips in this kind of style, where they're cut out for the OLED kickstand, this bit here sags quite a bit after a few weeks of use. This one hasn't, because it's more of a stiffer plastic, which is a bonus. And then inside, before I put the Switch in, you'll see in there you've got kind of like this protection thing. It's kind of like bits of plastic sticking out, making it a little bit bigger for comfort, but also to give it a little bit of protection, I guess. And then we'll flip it over, and always like this, I always like a different kind of grippy texture on the bottom here, which this one has. So it's got a grippy texture there and there and there and there, which is all good. And then on here is this flap here. So we'll talk about this flap now quickly. So here is a lockable flap, so it doesn't open up. There's a button there, you pop that, and then you'll open it up. Now, this is the state of me. I don't particularly buy physical games. Look at this, check this one out. Starlink, probably the last game that I bought physical, so I had to 3D print some games for you there. So it holds 4 games and 2 SD cards in there, so you can carry around with you 5 games, including the one in there if you want to. So this is why I'm highlighting this on the channel, because I think this is brilliant for someone who wants to take out some games but doesn't want to have it in a case necessarily. So you put your 4 in there. I do want to take about one issue though with this while we're on this. I think if they're ever going to do a version 2 of this, I think maybe just a little cutout there. I was thinking about modding it myself, of just taking out this bit here, this bit here, this bit here, this bit here, because you've got to get your finger right in there to pull the game out, and it's a little bit, honestly, it's a little bit tough to get your finger in, okay? But it's a very small negative. It's not too much of a problem really. So when you pop it in like that, so you've got to get, it's that tiny little gap. You've got to get your finger right in there to pull it out, and it's a bit tricky. It's okay, but just a little gap there, I think probably would have sorted it. So the 4 games there, and then you fold it on, and it clicks in place. There we go, and it doesn't come up. Brilliant. Okay, so let's put the Switch in. As with most of these, you're going to put it in the bottom there like that first, like so, and then fold the top over like that. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant, brilliant fit. As I said, no sagging at the bottom there. You can pull up, but there's no sagging. And it is a superb, slim fit. I've had this in and out of this case dozens and dozens and dozens of times, and it hasn't scratched the Switch at all. So the way you pull it out is you kind of pop the top off there and then just slide it up. I haven't noticed any sort of rubbing on the side of my Joy-Cons at all, which is good. So pop this back in, as I said, into the bottom there like that, and then the flap over the top. Nice and solid inside. As we said, there's a gap here for a kickstand if you want to, if you have it like that. That's not a problem at all, really nice, easy. You can use the kickstand in any angle that you need to. You have access to all of the buttons. You clearly have access to all the triggers, because there's a big gap in the thing. The power, the vents, game card, speakers, everything easily accessible. Now, if we talk about comfort, let's get it weighed in total. So in total it is, let's get that focused, 560 grams. So remember, this is with 4 games, all right, 3 of them are 3D printed, but with 4 games, only 120 grams. So 440. So a nice lightweight piece. And that helps with the comfort, because when you're holding it, it does feel pretty light. It feels good, and these really help. So these extended bulbous bits at the back here that help with the grip. I love these. These are perfectly fitted for my average sized adult hands, like so. Lovely. That feels really good. And it is just one thickness either side, because sometimes I know I've had grips where this side has been bigger because you're going to be rotating your hand around there. Not with this one. This one's kind of like almost the identical size either side. And then if you also wanted to, you can have this like so, and then you can pop the Joy-Con out. So let's slide them out like so, and you can be using this like this. The screen in here does stay in there. For starters, it's blocked by a little bit for the kickstand, but also has a little bit of friction, so the screen isn't going to stick in there. It's definitely not going to fly out. And so another thing as well is, can it be docked? And yes, it can. So grab my OLED dock, and then you want to put it in. So when you're trying to put it in, you think, oh no, it doesn't fit. Yeah, you just fold it up. You can fold it all the way up there like that, or have it down there like that. I just flip it all the way up. It doesn't really matter. And if I can show you as well, there is enough room in here. There's a little bit of wiggle. I'm not sure I can show you this on camera, but there is enough room down at the front and definitely down in the back for a little bit of room, so you haven't got to worry about it. Okay, look, there you go. Can you hear that? Okay, so there's a little bit of wiggle room in there like that. As far as the USB goes, you're probably going to lose that top USB unless you've got like an L shape. I don't think you're going to get anything there. That one there, no problems at all. You're going to get loads in there. Nothing blocking that USB there. So as I said, I get lots of grips on the channel. This one has made it because I just think this is a really brilliant solution for someone who wants to take out physical games with them, and they can pop it out and don't have to worry about a case if you don't want to have to take a case with you that has games on them. Okay, so got any questions then? Do let me know. This is the KiwiHome grip with the extra bits for the games in there. Please do like, please do subscribe, and then until the next video, bye bye.